Nigeria's national grid has crashed to 0 megawatts on Monday, causing power outage nationwide. The collapse occurred days after electricity consumers said that they had enjoyed improved power supply. The national electricity grid as of 10 a.m. on Monday had 3,712 megawatts generated from 21 generation companies before it dropped to 0 megawatts 1 hour after. According to information from the system operations, a section of the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN), only AFAM 6 was on the grid but with zero supply as of 12 noon. Since July 1 this year, consumers said power supply had increased in the various areas. For instance, the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company recently confirmed increment in its daily allocation to over 500 megawatts from the actual 300 megawatts it had distributed before then. Though the national grid had not crossed 5,000 megawatts daily, Daily Trust observed that level of the load rejection, especially around the discos network, had dropped significantly, with some consumers entitled to 5-hour supply, recording over 12 hours daily. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) had attributed the improvement in power supply nationwide to the partial activation of contracts that seeks to hold sector operators liable for deliberate incompetence. The national grid collapsed twice in July and in August but was quickly restored, and power supply improvement was sustained before the latest system collapse on Monday. According to records, this is the 7th system collapse this year, much more than the 3 recorded last year. Although TCN, the national grid manager, was yet to establish the cause of the crash, some insiders said it could be as a result of a maintenance of the 330 kV George Bauchi transmission line maintenance slated for Monday. Some discos, including Kaduna Electric, Enugu, and Kano, had already communicated nationwide outage to their customers, noting that efforts were ongoing to restore power supply. Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, has explained why he has been silent on the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The PDP has been in turmoil since former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was elected as the standard-bearer of the major opposition party. Despite several meetings convened to resolve the impasse, acrimony yet lingers in the party. Speaking for the first time on the crisis, the former Senate president said he has been working silently behind the scene. He said, and I quote, "I just returned from my annual vacation and went straight to Akwa Ibom to join the celebration of the 35th anniversary of the state's creation. As I moved around the country in the past few days, I got the feeling that many people are concerned over my seeming silence on recent developments in our party, the PDP. The response is that there are times to speak and be heard, and there are times when working silently behind the scene is more productive. This is such a time." However, the former presidential hopeful added that Atiku is the best option for Nigerians in 2023.